It is garlic planting
Garlic
day.
time.
Garlic time. And it is one things I love to plant that I've had a lot of success with. Of course, that one year, but I think it was water problem. But we're planting soft neck garlic. And the reason I plant soft neck is because it has a longer storage life. And I particularly don't mind having this size of clove. This is when you, let me show you this. When you get ready to plant your garlic, I bought mine. These are, again, soft neck California garlic. And you'll get, you can buy 3 heads, 6 heads, 7 heads. I bought 7 heads. And you probably get 10 nice sized cloves out of each head. And then,
Well, hold that up there again.
oh, sorry. Yeah.
I didn't even get a chance to see it. How
Nice
could your
size
viewers
clove,
see it? There you
but
go.
you can compare them because I'll take this one apart so you can see it. Because within this large head, you will have different sizes ranging small, medium, and large like this. So you can see small, really small, small. And so you always want to pick the largest clove out because the bigger the clove, the bigger the bulb. So let's take, this is a typical head that came from the source that I got on Amazon. And you always want to take the outside paper off. And then you're going to break it open just like that. And then you just start peeling your cloves apart. You can take you want to leave some of the outer edge on there to protect it. And it's so simple. When you go to plant your clove of garlic, this is the root end, and the pointy edge always goes up. So it's not hard to find that. And so we're going to go through, we're going to pick this out. This is a nice head. And I have already 50 in my bucket here because I like to have at least a head a week. We use a lot of garlic. These are still really nice cloves right here. This one here is 2. Watch this be the one head that all the cloves are worth keeping, which is yay me. So what we do, and once you get them apart like that, is I'll show you how we just put them in the ground. And the soil I'm putting them in is in my veggie area that I've planted them for the last 4 years. You want well-drained soil, highly composted. I will add the biotone root starter to give them a good start. And then in early spring, I will side dress them with some plant tone, or they love a high nitrogen fertilizer. The other thing too, while we're planting these, I had my green beans, and I read that with green beans or peas, that you cut them off at the ground, leave those roots, and many of you probably know this. I didn't know this. You leave the roots to your beans or peas because they are nitrogen sources. They can get what they call nitrogenous nodules on them, which will feed fertilizer, not fertilizer, but your nitrogen back in the soil. So I've got some bean roots that I'll show you, and I'll cut them closer to the ground. I'm going to leave them in there, let them decompose. And I've already put a layer of my compost, and I'll show you what my compost looks like. And then we'll make a little trench, add the biotone. You put your cloves again, pointy side up, the flat side down, cover them up. And since we've been in such a drought, I mean, we've had a little bit of rain, not much. I'm going to water these in. I've never watered mine in for the last 4 years, but because the next 10, 12 days look dry, I'm just going to water them in. And then I'm going to let them be and see if Mother Nature takes care of it. If it stays dry for another 4 weeks, I might water them in again. But usually here in Zone 6B in Western West Virginia, we don't have to water those things in the fall or winter. But anyhow, this is October. You can plant between September through November or until your ground freezes. And so I'm going to get mine in since it's the middle of October, and let's get started over at the garden patch. Started this project last night, and have you ever started a project and your heart wasn't in it? My heart wasn't in it, but I got everything pulled out. You know, this is what we harvested.
Why wasn't your heart in it, honey?
I don't know, but we had been away for a while and my energy level wasn't high on the end. So, you know, I have a few peppers in there, some green tomatoes. We're going to make fried green tomato sandwiches. But here's all the beans and the peppers, and I've already chopped them up, and I'm going to throw them on the compost with some compost starter when we're all done today. But I did get, like I said, the soil cleaned up, and here are the actual roots to my green beans. So I'm going to cut it a little closer to the ground. That's what they say, cut it clear to the ground, and let them give back some nitrogen. That's pretty cool. So anyhow, we'll do that. It's done. Here's my compost that I used. It looks so good and rich. I put probably an inch on top of this soil, but this soil is in such good condition because it's, you know, it's like a raised bed, and I keep adding compost. And then I will also, when I'm done, I've got little piles of leaves underneath the willow tree.
I saw those. I wondered what.
Yeah.
It's not like you to leave
I
those.
mowed today, but I want those leaves because as it drops its leaves, that'll be my mulch. You can use.
It's not like you to leave that
I know,
stuff there.
but you can
now
use.
Now I got a reason.
There's a reason.
Yeah.
So you want to add compost to your garlic bed, and we'll be burying these about 2 inches, 3 inches deep, and you want to give them about 3 to 4 inches apart so that you can have a nice bulb. And but look how nice the soil is.
So you're just doing that with your hands?
With my hand. I didn't have to turn it over. Plus, I didn't walk on it. You know, my other garden, I do walk in places that compacts the soil. With this bed, I don't walk on this bed. And so the soil, this is, oh, look, these are those nitrogenous roots.
Right there. I can see
it. If I could see a little nodule, that would be so cool. But I'm going to just leave it alone. And so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I've got this trench made. I think it's pretty easy to do that. Then I'm going to add my root starter because these need to have roots to grow. Throw a little bit, handful in the row. These rows will extend out here, but I will do that off camera because of all the bulbs that I have.
How many do you have? Over 50?
Probably over 50 now, which is good. And so then all you do, there's the flat end, the pointy end goes straight up.
Hold that up again there.
Okay. When you take your garlic bulb apart, the cloves, if you've worked with fresh garlic, is flat on the bottom, pointing on the top, the flat end goes in. Tuck that right in there, and away we go. So I'm hoping I will have over 50, and you just put them in. Like I said, I'm going about 3 inches apart.
Yeah.
Because you saw the head of that garlic that I am using. It wasn't more than, excuse me, maybe 3 or 4 inches wide.
2.5 probably.
Yeah. 2.5. Reg is better with that than I am. So we're going to stick these in the ground. We'll cover them up. There's an avocado skin. Anyhow, this is so fun because then they'll go a little dormant in the winter. You will see some foliage grow, some of those little green sprouts like an onion before winter sets in, if we have a good spring and things work. And then they go dormant, and then once things start warming up in the spring, it'll grow. And the 1st of June this past year, it got so, I worked in heat that I never have, and ours were ready to harvest sooner than the 1st of July. And it was due to, I think, the 90 degrees May, June, and July. So I'll keep a better eye on those this year. We'll just see what Mother Nature does. And then all you're going to do, you're going to cover up your little cloves, just like that. I will water this in, and then I will put leaves or grass, or even I have used uh, mulch, regular mulch on top. You want to give it at least a couple inches of any kind of covering that you're going to use, and I'll do that with leaves, so it's protected through the winter. And that's all you have to do. You plant it, you walk away, and get excited for your harvest at the end of June. So I hope if you've never tried garlic, get out and try it, because it's an easy thing to do and it's fun. So thanks for watching Gardening on the West Fork, getting the garlic in the ground. We'll see you the next time.